In this video, we're going to look at how to use the Pagebuilder editor that we've added to this Joomla website to give it more design power. So this is the control panel that you see when you log in. We go up to our content page and articles. Now I'm going to create a new article, so just to show what the editor can do, and then we'll have a look at an existing page and how you would edit the content. So I click on new to bring up a new article. And this is what you would be normally used to seeing as an editor, where you would type your content. But we have the option here to switch to the page builder. So we do that and we'll see we get a whole lot more options. So the page builder is designed on the concept of creating a grid, much like you would in Microsoft Excel or something, to put content in particular positions. By default, when we turn it on, we've got one single row and one single column, and you can put a block of text in there as it is. And the way you would do that is you come over here and you grab an item that you want to add. So we grab a text item, put that in there. That puts in just some dummy text to show what's being put in there. And to edit that, you'd go up into this item here, that little pencil icon, click on text edition. I think it's supposed to say editor, but the translation went wrong somewhere there. And there's your editor for that text section of the page. If we go back, we say, okay, we don't want just a boring one column block of text. So if I click on this element here, I can now add more columns. So let's make this a 2-column section on our page. There it is, 50-50, 2 columns. Or I can change those numbers manually, or for consistency across a website, I would probably use one of these options. So let's choose this one. That's been used quite commonly in this particular website. That now gives us 66% here, 33 there. If I go up and close this edit, column creation menu, and you can see what we've done. There's our text box is now in one column, and we've got another box over here that we could put more text in, or in this case we might put an image in and just drag and drop. As you see, that's now just a dummy image that we can then edit and change. I might want to have 2 images in here, so I might put a separator in between them. And see how easy this is to start creating something that can look really good. Put another image underneath that, and I might even put a text accordion underneath this block of text here, and that's where you get multiple pieces of text sliding like that. So as you can see, this is a very powerful editor that creates items as you go. The other advantage of using this is, as opposed to just having a block of text and putting an image in next to it, which is what most of us have been used to doing, is that by creating these items or dragging these items and into the position, the software now knows how to handle that information when it goes onto different screen sizes. So it knows when to go to a single column for a phone screen or a small screen, and so on. So it allows you to be creative in this desktop without ending up with a mess when you go to different screen sizes. And that's the general overview of how this page builder editor works. Now, how we edit things in here, quite simply, if you hover the mouse over the section you want to edit, and then you go up to this little edit icon here, we go up here and there's our text. We might want to add a header there, for example. And we'll use that up here, choose to make that a heading number 1. Now, if you use these items, you'll always have consistent content in the website. Whereas if you start playing with text fonts and sizes and colors, you end up with something that can look really messy and very 2004. Using the just these formats that are in here, it's much easier to keep the website looking the way it was designed to look. So once I've made the changes I want here, I click on the tick to save, then I close that menu, and there's my text with the header in it. It's a bit hard to see there with that menu item there, but trust me, it's there. Let's look at this lower one. Shouldn't get interfered with. This is an image box. So again, we click on the little icon, we go up to Edition and Image, and this is where we select the image that we want to put in there. There it is. And the reason we do that, we can drag and drop directly from your desktop, but by using, if you do that, you tend to forget about these items, which I think are quite important. So for example, we might want to center that image within the box that it's in, and we need to give it an alt attribute for Google. That's where we tell Google what this image is all about. And of course, you put search terms in there that you want Google to find this page on. So that gives you the general overview of how the editor works. So let's go out of here to an existing page, and let's see, this is a good one. Makeup for all skin tones. In this case, you'll see we've got one block of text. We've got an image directly underneath it, one on the right hand side, and a couple of images down below. So to edit these, any of these, you want to change that image for another image, you simply click on here to edit image and select a new image, and put in your alt tag, and that simply replaces that image without breaking any of the layout of the text. Same with the text. If you want to add more text in here, simply click on that icon, come up here and start typing. Again, make sure that you stick to using your headings here and pretty much that drop down and text. You can use your bullet points and so on. Of course, don't mess with your styles in there, because it just ends up with a hodgepodge. And that's all there is to editing. This is editing from the back end. From the front end of the website, it's very similar look. If you want to add new elements, the most common thing you'd like to do probably is add a new row. Just come over here, grab another row up here, drop it down the bottom. And you'll see that when you get the blue bar come up. So we've now got a row. Then we click down the bottom, decide how many columns we want. Let's add 2 columns. And we'll make them all equal in width. Just close that, it's already created. So we've now got 3 boxes there, and you might want to put, say, an image in that one, an image in that one, and some text in between, just for the heck of it, why not? And that's how you do it. Now, what I like to do here with text, if you've got images, because positions can move as screen sizes change, I like to center the image or center the text to the size of the image, and do the same with the images. That way, if the image is bigger, the text will center. If the text is bigger, the image will center. It just gives a nice balance. But that's quite simply how you edit the content in those pages. And I'm just going to delete that. Oh, if you wanted to drag, you can drag that row to a different position if you wanted to as well. So I'm just going to remove that row, put it all back the way it was to start with, and I'll close out of there.